I'm trying to figure out how do you accidentally sleep with your best friend's wife. We gonna figure this out today because we're watching a movie recap of he accidentally slept with his best friend's wife. She looked like a baddie too, so like I don't blame you, my boy, but I do blame you because just be single. Like if you ever cheated, put down below and let me know why and how. Maybe I'll read your story for another YouTube video. Make it as long as you want. Maybe I'll read a few.
Our main couple having the best night of their lives at a club. After all the dancing and alcohol, they both end up in the restroom putting icing inside the cake. The following day, the wife Skylar wakes up with a hangover, but her foine-ass husband Kenneth is caring enough to offer her a cup of coffee in bed before leaving for work. While speaking to Skylar, he notices that she has a sharp pain in her lower back and suggests that she go to the hospital. However, she declines the idea, insisting that's just from getting her back broken last night. Later that morning, she arrives
Bet you did, girl.
by her friend and junior colleague Kim. Girl, what in the fuck kind of hairstyle is that? It turns out that she recently got promoted, which explains
Yeah, that's that.
Excuse me.
and sees a congratulatory message from Kenneth.
Incredibles.
Skylar a lot, and she feels grateful for having Kenneth as her husband. Later, Skylar finishes handling a meeting with some clients and tells Kim to make a reservation so they can celebrate her promotion with their friend Camilla. However, she experiences the same back pain she did earlier and claims that her stomach hurts.
Promotion. But you are gold, big.
This excites Skylar a lot.
I let her happy ass suit. The suit on. Oh, that black china.
That evening, the girls celebrate. While at it, Camilla yaps about how her husband spoils her with luxuries, and Kim feels kind of jealous. While Kenneth tries to make his wife ride him, Camilla calls and interrupts their session. However, Skylar's face reveals that shit just went down. Skylar heads to Camilla's house to console her because her
Camilla Harris, you're gonna be the next president of the United States.
and is welcomed with Skylar in her hoochie skirt. Knowing her too well, he figures out that there is a catch and baits her into revealing it. It turns out that she wants him to allow Camilla to stay in their house because of the divorce. Kenneth is shocked that Camilla's husband slept with his boss, who was 20 years older. At first, Kenneth opposes the idea, but after much persuasion from her, he agrees to let Camilla stay in their guest house.
This is a Tubi movie. I'm kind of lost.
After Kenneth walks out, Camilla speaks about how she envies Skylar's perfect marriage with him.
Oh, no, I'm not. That's the one that's gonna go in the boom boom
Her
room.
marriage is not perfect either. Skylar speaks about her husband's fundraiser event and begs her to attend. At first, she declines, but after much persuasion, she eventually agrees to attend the event. The couple hypes her up on her peekaboo dress. That night, they all attend the fundraiser, and Kenneth hit an impressive benchmark during the event. His best friend Jerry is shocked at the amount donated. Meanwhile, the broke ass donated only $50. Later on, Camilla meets up with Kenneth to thank him for being there for her. Clearly, she looks as if she has had enough.
You broke, donate me 50,
She
then.
begins massaging Kenneth's hand, but he realizes
Enter your bio.
and gently takes her hands off. Something smells fishy here, and it's clearly Camilla's roast beef sandwich.
Clearly it's you're holding your girl's best friend's hand. That's where you already stuck. You would have me stuck right there. Why are you just sitting that close?
Skylar's attention. Lance can get it. When Skylar tries to calm her down, Skylar feels the pain again, faints, and is rushed to the hospital. When she
Okay.
wakes up, the doctor's diagnosis reports that she has kidney stones, which can only be removed by surgery. Skylar feels skeptical about the surgery, but the doctor
Or
assures
herbs.
her husband that there will be no complications. About 36 hours later, Skylar's surgery was a bit more invasive, so she has to stay in the hospital for 5 days. After getting this info, Kenneth suggests that Camilla move out of their house since he is not comfortable staying alone with the trifling hoe. However, Skylar
Smart.
declines and insists that Camilla stays since
Stupid.
she is like family to them.
Stupid.
If you want to be sister wives. A few nights later, Kenneth sees Camilla in the main house taking some wine. Kenneth decides to leave her alone since she dressed kind of naughty. Later, Camilla asks for him to join her for a meal downstairs. Initially, Kenneth feels skeptical about it, but he agrees to it since he does not want to make things awkward.
That's cheating.
However, he makes the mistake
I wish my friend
too much
would.
to drink while conversing with her. Despite being tipsy, he consoles Camilla without
Cheating even more. My dude is not your comfort.
finishing his meal.
Cry alone,
However,
ho.
Camilla comes again and uses her alluring charm to wake him up.
Talking maybe, depending on search. Not this.
He is drunk and baits him
If it's my friend and I allowed it, talking maybe.
Kenneth wakes up the
But
following day
then,
and realizes
oh,
that he is in
now
deep
y'all
shit
can see this
because he
spot.
pushed
This is
Camilla's
why.
shit deep. He regrets his actions and insists
I
that the
was
thing with
drinking and
Camilla the
everything.
previous night
Cuddle,
was a
ain't no
mistake.
cuddle. Why you
Hearing
touching?
this annoys Camilla a lot since she thinks that she is not good enough
If I allowed you to stay, you have to talk.
Skylar, and Kenneth answers
That's
promising
it.
from the hospital later that morning. After the call, he makes it clear to Camilla that what happened between them was a mistake. Camilla then calls him a cheat, and it drives him to consider kicking her out of the house for good. However, the hoe bag threatens to tell Skylar the truth
better just
if
tell
he
her.
wishes to go down that path.
At that point,
And look at this Tubi level acting of this man
I knew this
breathing.
was a Tubi movie.
Camilla agrees to keep what happened as a secret from her best friend, but Kenneth snaps and warns her to leave the house. In doing so, he embraces his animalistic instinct and throws her on the bed to show that he is serious. Boy, you know she like it rough. However, when he comes back from the hospital, he still finds Camilla in the house. As much as he tries to act like everything seems cool, he knows deep down that he done fucked up. The next day, Skylar sits in a conversation with Kim at work, trying to catch up on what she missed. It gets to a point where
Probably
Kim
a setup.
reminds Skylar that she left her husband alone with Camilla for almost a week. See, Black China can smell a hoe from a mile away. Thinking about this scares Skylar a little.
I like that
But she
meme.
tells Kim to end the topic so she does not get paranoid. That night, Camilla mentions that she has someone new, but she fails to mention
You don't trust your friend, it should be your friend though. Like,
expect.
I don't think my friend would do that. I wouldn't even. One, my friend ain't staying with my dude for a week. For what?
Camilla purposefully reminds Skylar that she is barren.
But
She exploits this insecurity.
if I did,
Kenneth has always
they wouldn't do that. Because that's my
After work,
friend.
Skylar refuses to talk to Kenneth because he
They better
spilled his
friends.
secrets about wanting to have a son. Kenneth apologizes to her. Due to his sincerity, Skylar forgives him, and he promises to talk to her about everything. Meanwhile, the gardening tool is just in the corner, happy with the fight she caused. The next day, while he is in the shower, Camilla sneaks into his bedroom and places her stank panties in the laundry basket. She then sneaks into the shower and begs him for some of his eggplant, threatening to tell Skylar everything if he does not. She even calls Skylar's name, causing Kenneth to panic and
Stupid.
allow her into the shower. Deep
You're
down, we know he
stupid,
wanted to
so
break
you
her
gonna do it
back.
again?
Later that day, while Skylar is cleaning up the house, she finds the red panties in the laundry. When Kenneth gets home, he gets confronted about it, and at first he mentions that he knows nothing about the panties. However, he contradicts himself by telling her that he got the panties so she could model them for him behind closed doors. Hearing this calms Skylar's nerves a bit because she thought that Kenneth was a trifling man whore. Girl, you should have smelled those panties. Bet they smell something fierce. Meanwhile, the girl who looks like she's in the middle of her transition listens to all that happens from a corner. That evening, while Skylar is out working late, Kenneth storms into the guest house and tells Camilla to leave. He threatens
Be gone,
to
die.
tell Skylar anything. At night, when Skylar comes back from work, Kenneth tells her that Camilla left the house.
Hit him with the faux
He lies
pas.
about her reason for leaving, so he does not seem suspicious.
Be gone, die.
Camilla, but Kenneth distracts her by eating her kitty cat. However, the
That's a
following
good distraction.
day, Skylar informs him that Camilla reached out to
Boom,
her,
boom,
claiming
no.
that it was urgent. Hearing this sends chills down Kenneth's spine, but he acts composed so that Skylar does not notice. Afterwards, he speeds off to Camilla's hotel room to have a word with her. Kenneth confronts the fugly girl, and Camilla insists she will spill the tea. When Camilla continues to
This is
press,
why someone else just do it.
and pushes her onto the bed.
Blackmail once, we're just gonna keep doing it. Just do it.
Kenneth warns her that it
Gave her more stuff.
she does. He then
Went
leaves
from
her
one
until he
thing
tells her
to
do whatever she
twice.
wants. That night, he confesses to Skylar about everything, and she is devastated. Even after explaining what Camilla did to him while he was drunk, she angrily forces him to leave the house. Girl, I think your man got raped. Kenneth ends up confiding
He didn't get raped. Don't make excuses. He a hoe too.
Camilla.
Wine, bro, you not that drunk. You ain't blackmail. Me if you did. You knew what the situation was and you stayed in it.
Asleep on his couch. The following day, Kim leads Skylar out of her office so Kenneth can speak to her. Kenneth begs and begs, but Skylar weeps, telling him that she needs time to heal. That evening, Skylar
I think it was a setup.
who then tells her to forgive Kenneth. However, Skylar feels like beating Camilla up, and Kim is game too, but this isn't a Tyler Perry movie.
Not a Tyler Perry movie. Or is it? Seems like one.
Just sorted. At some point,
Missing some
Skylar leaves
vocals.
to get some things from her house. Upon arriving, she meets Camilla,
On a stage that's clearly like a play.
as she mocks Skylar and mentions Kenneth made her feel
Few bad
when
actors.
she was in bed with him.
And that one annoying black lady.
Strike a nerve by playfully reminding her that she is barren, and this annoys Skylar so much that
Dang.
she gets hood. Yes, girl.
Okay,
beat
maybe
up
it
that
wasn't a
man.
setup. She said,
Skylar
oh, Mike
ends up beating
Tyson,
the shit out of
meat,
Camilla
meat.
until she eventually passes out. Fortunately,
If she
Kenneth
did?
arrives immediately and finds Camilla lying unconscious on the floor.
And you gotta
Scared,
console
he
her.
dials
You
911
messing up.
so that his wife does not get charged with murder.
Oh.
At the hospital, Officer Randall interrogates Kenneth and Skylar.
Mink, mink.
Insists on filing a restraining order against
She deserved it. Lord.
Skylar tells Kenneth that she is sleeping in her house and that he is joining her too, on the couch. The following day, Skylar successfully files a restraining order against Camilla and includes Kim in it too so that her life will not be at risk.
Crazy Lord.
However, while she is in bed with her husband at night, Camilla sneaks into the house and keeps close tabs on them. Did anyone change the fucking locks? Skylar wakes up the
Alarm
following
system?
day and finds black coffee spilled all over the bed with a short letter from Camilla.
Restraining orders ain't nothing but a piece of paper.
Camilla was previously in her house, and she reports the situation to the police. Well, the detective handling the case claims she can't do anything about it since there's no evidence to prove that Camilla defiled the restraining order. Bitch, the letter is right there.
Libby.
Skylar tells Kenneth to change the locks and get some
Now.
cameras while you're at it.
Now you
After the
do
meeting
that.
with the detective, Skylar
You lucky you still breathing.
about the good times she had with Kenneth. After finishing work,
A lot of people had good times with Kenneth.
Skylar tells her
Females.
off. However, Camilla claims that she wants to apologize for everything. Skylar threatens to call Officer Randall,
Too late for that.
but Camilla says Officer Randall is breaking her back while they watch their favorite Tubi movie, The Stepdaughter. Eventually, she leaves the property.
Everyone breaking your back, girl. You probably got hurt. Or get yourself check.
Skylar reveals all that happened between her and Camilla earlier. She asks for a way to handle Camilla because she is scared she might kill her. Seeing his wife in that state annoys him so much that she speeds off to Camilla's house. He warns her to stop playing games with his wife. But she
You go to. This is cheating. Why are you going to talk to her?
She claims that she can give him a family and a son since Skylar can't. But Kenneth don't want the psycho. He walks away and Camilla ends up throwing a wine bottle at him to express her frustration. Pissed, Kenneth chases after her and almost chokes her to death. That evening, he joins his wife to pack their bags for a trip to their beach house since they don't
their
want to deal
move.
with the crazy psycho. Meanwhile, Camilla sneaks into her ex-husband's house and shoots Lance and his new girl in their sleep. The following day,
Damn,
Skylar chills
Mandula.
at the beach house and Kenneth shucks and swallows her oysters raw. After sundown, he
Gonna catch your body. Chiming.
while Skylar's in the bathroom preparing to bathe. Camilla walks in on her holding a
Dang.
gun. Her presence sends chills down Skylar's spine. Apparently, Skylar's dumb ass never turned off shared location on her phone. Skylar tries her best to talk her out of doing the unthinkable, and it works for a while. However, Camilla insists on being with Kenneth since she can give him a child. She aims the gun at Skylar's head to finish her off, but gets sloppy and gets clocked in the head. Just like that, a fight begins and Skylar manages to knock the gun off her hand. Meanwhile, her dumb husband can't hear shit
You
and
stupid.
dances.
Oh, y'all
Back
stupid.
in the
How you
bathroom,
not?
Skylar
How you got a gun and
recovers
get
after
that
taking a
itch?
few punches
That's not even
and
realistic.
manages to toss Camilla into the bathtub.
Get a radio.
Skylar chokes her till she passes out. Finally, Kenneth got his earwax out and goes to see that Camilla has drowned. About 9 months later, Kenneth
Good.
and Skylar surprisingly celebrate having a baby boy. Meanwhile, Camilla, who is supposed to be dead, watches them from a distance claiming to be the mother of the kid. What did y'all think of that one? I was really hoping and expecting Kenneth to kill Camilla and keep his secret hidden.
What in the Tubi movie, bro?
Honest and have his happy ending with Skylar. And Camilla was one evil bitch.
Said resurrect.
That was the true villain of the movie. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications.
Go watch that at your own time.
Channel.